Hello, I'm Laura Marshall.
And I'm Justine Murphy, and this is Light Matters for April 9th, 2014.
On this week's show, nanoballoons and lasers help fight cancer, femtosecond lasers may divert lightning, Europium complexes emit red light with record efficiency, and we talk with SPIE CEO Dr. Eugene Arthurs.
Chemotherapeutic drugs have long held their own in the fight against cancer, although inefficiency in their delivery and unwanted side effects make it difficult. Now, a team from the University at Buffalo, with assistance from the University at Albany, Roswell Park Cancer Institute, the University of Waterloo, and McMaster University, is developing a new, potentially easier and less painful way to deliver these medications. In this new approach, the drugs are encapsulated in tiny modified liposomes called POP liposomes, or nanoballoons. The nanoballoons, injected intravenously in mice at the site of the cancer cells, were found to pop open and deliver concentrated doses of medicine when struck by a red laser. Once the laser was turned off, the nanoballoons closed, while taking in proteins and molecules that may induce cancer growth. Traditional drug delivery methods have not been efficient in directly targeting cancer cells, as they often interact with blood, bone marrow, and other bodily systems. By encapsulating the drugs, the nanoballoons have demonstrated a significant reduction in interactions with healthy bodily systems. The researchers plan to continue their study and hope to be able to perform human trials within the next 5 years. The work was published in Nature Communications.
A long-range femtosecond laser under development could be used to steer lightning away from structures. The technology, developed by the University of Arizona and the University of Central Florida, uses a low-intensity laser beam to surround and give greater coherence to a high-intensity beam. The resulting filament would leave a channel of plasma in its wake that could be used as a path of least resistance to attract and channel lightning bolts. Due to diffraction, current high-intensity lasers essentially disappear over distances greater than several feet when focused tightly. This new laser's secondary beam effectively refuels the primary beam, sustaining it over much greater distances than were previously achievable. In the lab, the researchers were able to extend the range of filament lasers from about 10 inches to 7 feet. Simulations have shown that by scaling the new laser technology to atmospheric proportions, the range of the laser filaments could reach 165 feet or more. Improved understanding of the pulses could lay the groundwork for a new class of robust laser beams that are more effective in overcoming scattering caused by atmospheric turbulence, water droplets in clouds, and mist and rain. Such beams could also be used in long-distance detection systems. The work was published in Nature Photonics.
New materials developed at the Polish Academy of Sciences have enabled researchers at Scotland's University of St. Andrews to produce a highly efficient, nearly monochromatic red OLED. The compounds, made of phosphine oxides as coligands in europium ion-based complexes, were used to build prototype OLEDs. The prototypes emitted red light of well-defined wavelengths, about 612 nanometers. The researchers say the luminescence quantum yields of these compounds can reach 90%. The new complexes do not degrade when exposed to oxygen or light, allowing the materials to be collected in films from solutions rather than the existing vacuum evaporation and deposition process. In addition to OLEDs, another potential application of the new materials includes flexible, elastic dermal patches for use in anti-cancer therapies. The europium complex-based compounds incorporated in these patches would generate light of a precise wavelength that could activate treatment drugs delivered with other methods to patients' skin cells. This could reduce the effects on patient mobility and possibly even eliminate the need for hospitalization.
Earlier this week, Photonics Media's new web managing editor James Lowe sat down with Dr. Eugene Arthurs, CEO of SPIE. Drawing from his many years in the industry, Dr. Arthurs discussed emerging technologies, the economy, and inspiring a new generation of photonics professionals.
Well, Dr. Arthurs, thank you very much for coming to visit us here today on Light Matters. First, I wanted to ask you about the Great Recession. It's affected every area of the global economy over the last 5 years, and photonics is no exception. Can you tell us about any particular areas of the industry that are emerging and doing well versus others that might still be struggling?
We've seen computer devices increasingly sophisticated. Your smartphone is so photonics enabled, and there's so much photonics goes into manufacturing it. And that explosion took place to sort of mitigate, I think, the overall effects of the Great Recession on our community.
What is the demand for photonics professionals, and what's being done to boost the supply?
Engineers are changing the world, and the opportunity to participate in that is not being communicated it's been presented, I think, and there's too much drudgery being taught in our engineering programs, not the excitement and the world-changing potential for the young people participating there. And I've met many, many people who've been quite successful in financial world and accounting and things like that, and more than a few have said, you know, I really wish I'd stuck with science, because what I'm doing is earning me a living, but it's boring as all get out. And they envy people who have really been able to participate in science and the rapid change in the world that science is bringing about and can bring about.
You can watch the entire interview on our website, photonics.com. And you'll meet James again next week when he takes over for me so I can attend the Vision Show in Boston.
That's it for this edition of Light Matters.
Email us with your questions or comments at lightmatters@photonics.com.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.